Saturday you get to hit someone that isn't wearing your own
Yes,
jersey.
sir.
How exciting is that?
The release, that's the first thing I think about is like I get to release, all the frustration, all the pent up anger and all the things that I can't do out here on this field because, you've been going against your boys every day for like the past few months. You got a lot of frustration you can't exactly release on this field, but coming this weekend, it's a bunch of guys that I don't really know quite as well, that I don't have the same love for, so I get to go out there and completely explode on the field, be that guy, go make some plays and release that frustration, get mad and be able to do something about it. You come out here, you get mad, but it's your team, you know that we're all working for the same goal and we're all working together. So you don't want to get mad and fight your brothers because these are my brothers out here, but that's not how I see them guys, especially they so close. Yeah, I don't even want to say their name, but you know what I'm talking about. I get to go out there and hit them guys and I can't wait.
You had a favorite player to hit so far in practice, though?
A favorite player to hit? Any running back. Any running back, because I know them guys are coming downhill to hit me. So it's like, I'm matching their energy. That's how I think. They bringing that heat, I'm bringing that heat. And so it's like, it's equal. And, I'm not trying to hurt them. They're not trying to hurt me. So it's good competitive fun out here. And that'd be my guy. So if I had to name a person, it'd be Nakia. And Vinsky is a close second, sometimes first, because that little dude is aggressive.
Who are the 5 best athletes on the team?
The 5 best, all right, the 5 best, okay. Me, right, first, obviously.
Number one.
I would go all 5, but that would be a little selfish, but it would be true, but it would be selfish. So I'm gonna go me first. Second, distant second, we're gonna go with Deshaun Strip. Third, I would say Moku. He's a sleeper. That guy got some bounce. He can do a lot of things a lot of people can't do. Then, obviously you can't be an athlete without, a couple big guys in there. I would say Brennan is pretty athletic. And lastly, I would say probably Connor. Sleeper.
Connor Gomez?
Yeah, he got a quick twitch to him that you don't really see too often on the O-line.
Who do you think is the most improved defender throughout the month?
I would say the whole defense. That would be the political answer, of course. But I'll just give a shout out to, that secondary. I would say Sam Lockett came a long way. He came, from the back of the depth chart to, working his way up to the top. And I would definitely say that he's made a lot of jumps and, big improvements where it's like we can trust and depend on that guy. So I would definitely say Sam Lockett.
We talked the other day about long off season, right? Feels like it's been forever.
Oh,
a lot of program building. So
Long.
How much can you just sense the buzz really building at this point now to finally do it?
Every day that we get closer, every day that that I wake up and I know I'm like game day is on the rise, that back of my neck starts to tingle. I get that feeling where it's like, oh my gosh, like it's really game week. Not only is it game week, I'm a day closer to game day, and I've been waiting for so long. This has been the longest offseason I've ever had. Not only because I transferred and all that stuff, but I didn't get to play in my last bowl game because my team did go to the bowl game, but I opted out because I knew I was, probably going to end somewhere else. And so that missing that game and having that extra month and all the off season, it's been so long. And so having this week right here being like, ready to go is big. Like I feel it. I can't wait.
Film study is an important part of how you get ready, but they've got a new coaching staff, new offense. How do you prepare for a team you don't know anything about or can't see what they do?
You go off of what you can get. And basically our coaches have done a great job with providing us with film from their past jobs and showing us what their tendencies are. That's what you have to go back to. You have to resort back to their tendencies, what we know them to do. And it's kind of hard to practice and plan for something that's so hit. But like I said, our coaches have done an amazing job, and I couldn't be more prepared for this moment than I would have been in any situation. So we've been looking at their old clips, their old team, and the stuff that we know their coaches to do, because our coaching staff also has a bit of connection to the coaching staff down there, so they know them a little bit, and that's even more insight. So with that information, and then we look at player personnel. Like we get to see the players, we get to look at what their tendencies are, what they practice, and how who's good at what and who's not good at what, and from there you build a report. And so we've been building a report every day.
And this is no fault of anybody's, but is the first game the one you're the least prepared for, just because of all the unknowns, especially with the new coaching staff and and new things being put in and new players being added?
You would think that. I would assume so. You know, the first game is always, you know, that wake up game, like you're back. But like I said, our coaches have been doing this for a long time, way longer than I've been in the game, and I know for a fact that they've been prepared way longer than just this week. Like this isn't just a first week thing for them. I know that they've been game planning since past spring. We've known who we are going against. You know, like this Idaho hasn't just popped up on our roster this week. We've known for some months now that we were going to play them, and with that information, our coaches have been ahead of the game. They've been planning, they've been practicing, preparing us for this game. So it's been, you know, in the works.
You talked about waiting so long, all the winter conditioning, spring football, the summer drills, the fall camp. Is the first game of the season, regardless of who you're playing, regardless of what year is your freshman or your senior year, is there a different feeling with this game because of what you've had to do to get to this point and what you've had to wait for?
I would say 100% yes. With all the anticipation, with the transfer, with, you know, just understanding a new group of boys, a new group of, like my new team, getting to become brothers with these guys. It's not only preparing to play football again, but it's preparing to be, you know, a part of a new family. And this is an experience that you don't get to have often. You don't get to have too many new teams. A lot of people do. A lot of people transfer and all that stuff. But I've only done it once in my entire life. I've only transferred once. Never changed high schools, nothing like that. So for me, this is big. This is I get a new feeling, a new vibe. Get out there and play with some guys that I've really, really been wanting to play with. So it's definitely a different vibe.
6:30 kickoff. How do you pass the time that day?
6:30 kickoff. You watch film. You never can get enough film. You never get enough film. May watch a couple other football games. You know, it's college game day, so you get to watch some more games. You know, I look back at my old team. You know, just check in, see how they doing. You know, as long as, you know, I'm a Coug. If you're not on my schedule, I can watch your game. You know, if you're not on my schedule, then I'll watch your game and be like, you know, eyes on. But other than that, if you're on my schedule, you're the enemy. You're not. I can watch your game with the intent to kill. Excuse my language again. Don't see. I can't say those type of words, but every time you know, I think about enemies. Think about, you know, getting down and dirty. So yeah.